Sure, you grew up with William Shatner on Star Trek, but for a lot of us Gen X kids, we know William Shatner was a lot more than just Captain Kirk. So today we're going to look at merchandise of William Shatner that has nothing to do with Star Trek. Some people call him Rocket Man. Some people just call him the Shaq. But I call him William Shatner. One of America's greatest icons. Has been around longer than I've been alive. And that's a long time, my friend. And today we're going to look at merchandise that has nothing to do with William Shatner on Star Trek. Because a lot of people, when you think William Shatner, you think Captain Kirk. But he's done a lot more than that. He's had some successful television shows and other things. So we're going to look at William Shatner merchandise, not related to Star Trek. But to make sure you don't cut off this video, I got something special for you. Down here in the corner, I got a very bad AI image of William Shatner with no shirt on, covered in lemon oil. Lemon oil. Try to turn this video off now. Look at that thing. So, we're going to dig into this merchandise. But before that, I want to tell you, you can become a YouTube member or Patreon member. We're having a lot of exclusive content. I've been slack about it, but I've been digging out more. Toy hunts, commentary on these videos, home movies I made when I was a kid, and every Sunday, watching 20 minutes of Star Wars. And how do you become a member? All that's in the description of this video and every video. Let's look at this William Shatner merchandise. And of course we will start at the beginning with Star Trek. I said we're going to skip it. We're just going to show you, in case you're like, who is William Shatner? I don't know that name. Well, he's Captain James T. Kirk. And here's a fun fact. That T, it stands for Terry. I didn't know that until yesterday. How about that? James Terry Kirk. Go ahead. Go ahead. Put in the comments. Go ahead. Hope you can spell Tiberius, because I sure couldn't. There you go. There you go. Always got to correct Junkman. Oh, yeah. You pronounced that wrong. You said that wrong. Let's get on with it. This is William Shatner. But we're not here to look at Star Trek stuff. I said that. So we're moving on to probably his second biggest hit. Yeah, of course, I'm talking about that hooker. J.T. Hooker. And what does T.J. Hooker stand for? Terry Jones Hooker. I learned that in season 2. Do you believe me? I'm not going to put the keyboard up. Let's look at this T.J. Hooker merchandise. Here we go. A model police car. Looks like LAPD if you ask me. Now before we get on this, we're just going to look at, this is a whole video about T.J. Hooker? No, it's not. But we're going to continue looking at T.J. Hooker stuff now. What about this? Oh, riot gun target set. Yeah, you can reenact the riots of Los Angeles, California with this shotgun. That might be a 12 gauge. I don't know. 12 gauge is pretty popular. Everybody likes 12 gauge to me. I think 11 gauge is a little bit better, but I understand you guys like a 12 gauge. It comes with targets and rubber darts. How about a T.J. Hooker gun, handcuffs, and police badge? That's right. You were 8 years old. You could go to school. You could frisk some girls and not get in trouble. You could be like, hey, I'm a police officer. I'm T.J. Hooker, and I'm arresting this girl for being a hooker. I get it? Hooker, hooker. Hookers arresting some hookers. But there you go. Look at that. A police badge. And also another police badge that comes with this little wallet thing that has an ID card in it. Didn't you love filling those out? I didn't, because I have horrible handwriting. And I know you're saying, oh, Junkman, my handwriting bad also. No, I can't even read my own handwriting. And I'm not just trying to be funny in a video here. And got some more. These are weird looking handcuffs. This one and the other one, there's some kind of, look like some handcuffs from the UK. I don't know. UK, y'all are weird. Y'all police are called bobbies. You have sticks. And your police sirens make weird sounds. Let's move on. Here's another set. A gun and a badge and another ID card. You don't get no fancy wallet with this one right here. But there it is. T.J. Hooker. What's it say? Clicker badge. Clicker gun badge. I guess the gun clicks? I'm not really sure. I can't hardly pay attention with that sexy William Shatner down there in the corner with lemon juice all over him. Whew, that looks good. Found that on Reddit. Found that picture on Reddit. Here we go. T.J. Hooker special police set. This is a special. And look at there. Adrian Jamez. Woo! Dance fever. There he is right there. It's got a holster. This one's got a holster, a CB radio, a badge, some real looking handcuffs finally, and a gun. And I bet it's a Luger, because only TJ Hooker would carry a Luger. I know it's not a Luger. Don't gotta tell me. I'm not gonna pause the video. And it looks like some kind of badge. At first I thought it was a cell phone. And I was like, no, there wasn't no cell phone back then. From the action TV show. And how about this? TJ Hooker on TV Guide. I remember this TV Guide. I remember getting excited about this TV Guide. Man, am I a loser or what? Most people my age was getting excited about taking Pam Geller to the prom. I was getting excited buying a TJ Hooker TV Guide. So let's move on. How about a TJ Hooker car? A little die-cast car from Flintwood Toys. That's right, a police car. It says you can collect them all. They're die-cast metal. Die-cast metal. That's some heavy metal right there. You think Black Sabbath is cool? You think Iron Maiden is cool? You think Color Me Bad rocked out? Well, they wasn't as die-hard as this die-cast metal. And how about this one right here? A motorcycle. I don't remember a police motorcycle even being in TJ Hooker, but I'm sure it happened, and I'm sure there was a bad guy one time riding one, and he hit a hood of a car. That's always a classic in an 80s TV show, motorcycle hitting the hood of a car. And how about this one right here? A Bronco. A Bronco. Yep. You know who else had a Bronco? O.J. Simpson's best friend. But we're not going to talk about that, because we're going to look at this. Look at this. Is that the Bronco again out of the box? No, that's brown. Now, this one's out of the box. I don't know exactly. Maybe this is, I don't know. Maybe this is another Bronco. I don't know. I know I should have took notes, but I couldn't. I was looking at it with William Shatner lemon oil. Lemon spewed all over his man buff chest. And how about this? Gaslight, or is it Gaslight, made action figures of TJ Hooker's cars and even figures. Now you're saying, Junkman, show us all, show it all, show it all. No, I made a whole video about this toy line like 4 years ago. So I'll just link it at the end of the video where I put the boxes up so you can find out more there. Now you're saying that's got to be the end of it. TJ Hooker, that was his other big hit. And you're wrong. You're wrong. William Shatner had more than one hit. And I know you're going to say, well, he was on Boston Common and the Practice or whatever it was. But I'm not, they didn't make toys. They didn't make toys of that. But what else was he on? Rescue 911. That's right. Thanks to William Shatner, we learned that we could just pick up our phone. Although we didn't have a phone like this, we had a phone with a big cord in it in the kitchen, and we could press just 3 numbers. And we could get the police to show up at our house tax-free. I guess it's not tax-free, I guess. But let's look at toys. Yeah, they made toys from that Rescue 911. Let's check them out. And we'll start right here with a model of Rescue. Makes me want to have some lemon juice. But look at this, a 911 Rescue 911 Rescue Chopper. Now this is a racetrack-like thing. I said it was a model, sorry about that. This is kind of like a racetrack where you can actually use the helicopter to lift up this car that's in danger. Look at this. Chopper Rescue. That looks kind of fun to play with. How about a model? Now we're back on track. An AMT model Rescue Ambulance. This is Rescue 911 written right on the side of it. And this is skill level 2. Yeah, that means your retarded cousin could put it together. Skill level 1. I don't even know what. But a paraplegic probably could do skill level 1. So let's move on and look at it. Let's move on here. Okay, Rescue 911, try me car. Look at this, just try me. You hit the button. This is an RC car thing with a cord on it, but you hit a button and it makes sounds. Woo, 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 woo. American alarm sound. Oh, well, American siren sounds. Not that stupid UK sound. I'll put it here if I can find it online. I hate that sound. Weird, man. Weird with your bobbies. Why do you have bobbies? Get a gun like a normal police officer. How about this one right here? Another model from ATM, a Rescue 911 helicopter to the rescue. That's right, helicopter to the rescue. Unless you're Vic Morrow and a couple of... Never mind. I better stop myself. Let's move on. Rescue 911 figure set. There's no William Shatner here, but it is a boat with some rubber people. This looks like the god-awful one of the worst toys I ever seen. But there it is, Rescue 911 figure set. Might be fun to play in the tub with this one. Oh, we're not done yet. Check this out. Rescue 911. See, it says based on that TV show. It's not just the same name. It's a police car with flashing headlights and siren sounds. Woo, 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 woo. You getting pulled over by a hooker. And it's got, it's got American sounds, not that stupid UK sound. I don't know about that. Flashing lights. I hope it's the police light at the top. I hope it ain't the headlights. But there was more to William Shatner than just playing a character on TV. Did you know he had released an album? Well, he's done more than one, but here's his first album, William Shatner. That's right, the Shaq himself, the Transformer Man. The Transformed Man. Maybe he's singing songs about the Transformers. I'm not really sure, but there he is. Kind of got a Terminator look to it. Damn, that'd be cool on a shirt. But on JunkmanMerch.com, JunkmanMerch.com. Might find a William Shatner head over there. You never know what you find. You will find a Kenner logo shirt, though. JunkmanMerch.com. Did you know William Shatner started his own franchise? TekWar. Oh, TekWorld. This was a novel, and here it is as a comic book. All kinds of stuff. I think they even did some kind of CD-ROM game. Yep, TekWar. Even turned it into a television show. There's no stopping this man. Is there no stopping you? Makes me question my manhood. Never understood why my sister got into Leif Garrett so much when he took his shirt off. Now I'm starting to understand. And here's TekWorld trading cards. Yeah, you could trade cards from TekWorld, created by William Shatner. And although we're at the end of looking at merchandise, we're going to end this with Star Trek once again. There's William Shatner as Captain Kirk. There's Leonard Nimoy as Spock. And, I don't know, Nurse Chapel, I guess. I don't know, some lady, you'll tell me in the comments section. I don't care who it is. But William Shatner sure is taking a look at her. You like her lemons, don't you, William? Well, that's a look at William Shatner related merchandise that's not just Star Trek. And William Shatner covered in lemon juice.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.